Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. In today's video we are going to be going through two mini games. One is golf and the next is whack-a-mole. So without any further ado, let's jump into golf. So our little monkey here is our little golf club. So let's see, let's change the angle. Do I want to go north, east, south, or west? I want it to go east. And I want it to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, let's go 4. And let's shoot. All right, now I want it to go north. I want it to go as far as it can go. And shoot. I put the player in the wrong spot. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we can see the entire course. And it was 4, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was. And 5, shoot. Actually, let's do the same thing. Now I want to go west, and 5, and 2. You made it in 5 strokes. Yay! Which this would be a par 5, I think. Anyways, I know it's not how you would describe golf in a traditional sense. However, you do control the angle the monkey goes and the power you hit it with, which I think after watching several different golf mini games within other games, a lot of FNAF. I watched someone complete both in Ruin and Security Breach hole-in-one. I found that the two components aside from 3D space glitchiness was the angle and this power. So that's what I did here. I did just do north, south, east, and west. You could have northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, etc. I just chose not to include it because I didn't want to. I didn't think it was necessary, but it could be necessary for your game. I don't know. Here is the gameplay event. Here is the ball event. You'll notice this is just the event. That's the ball. I had the monkey in there because I wanted to have it show what direction it was facing. I can't even remember where I got this monkey, man. It was forever ago. This is remnants from an old thing I was trying. Ignore that. So yeah, let's just dive into this because this is what runs the entire thing. I'm pretty sure I use scripts in this too, so I'll explain those. 2, I say 2 because I used it in red light, green light in another video. Don't know if that's gone up yet. I'm not 100% certain what order I'm going to be posting these in. So this might be the first time you see me using scripts. I'll talk in more detail once I get to that. But first, we're controlling variables, angle, and power, and we're setting them equal to 1. This is important because if you don't do this, it'll glitch the entire thing. Then label choice is here. And then we're going to get where the X and Y of the ball is. So that's just where the ball is in the map, right? Then this is flavor text. You can make this say whatever the heck you want. I just have it very basic to make it very easy to understand what's happening before hit. Then you have the choice of angle, power, or shot. For angle, we have another label here and select angle or south, east, and west. Then we assign each of these directions with a number. So north, 1, south, or northeast, southwest, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have the ball turn the angle that it's going to go so you can further see which direction you selected if you're not 100% certain where northeast, south, and west is. Then if you go back, it'll jump you up to choice. It'll get the location of the ball again. And then if you select power, scroll down, here's power. Power level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back, which again jumps you up to choice. I have these set to literally be the amount of tiles you move. 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tile, 4 tile, 5 tile. I find in a tile-based movement system that is what's easiest. Then when you hit shoot, it adds 1 to your stroke. And here is where the scripts come in. I got most of this off of Google. I tweaked it a little bit to work for me. So if you're trying to find a script to use to kind of push rpgmaker a little bit outside of its comfort zone, which, I mean, these scripts are built into the system. They are designed to be used, but they don't have to be used. So by using them, you can kind of push rpgmaker a little bit further than a lot of people do, which is kind of what plugins do, is they just add more script to the file to be used. So for instance here, if angle 1, so if we're going north, I set the movement route for the ball, then I hit script right down here, and here is the script that I use. Let me break it down. So gameMap.event 2, you'll see up here, right here, ball is event 2. So that's what that's doing. .jump. So this is the action. I want event 2 to jump, and then this is the amount I want them to jump. Since they're going up, I have it set. Just copy what I put here. Game variable 72 is what the power is set to. You'll see right here, variable number 72, power equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is what this is, what variable this is accessing. I have the negative here so that it makes us move in the right direction, but it's gameVariables.value, and then you insert the variable that you use there. And same thing for angle 2, 3, and 4. You'll just notice here it's a positive one and it comes first. Here it's a positive one and it comes second, and here's a negative one and it comes first. Make sure that you go in and test that you've put the variable in the right position and in the right positive or negative. Then after you shoot, let me move this back over. It ends, it brings you down here. It gets the region ID of the event. This is because if the ball ended up in a 47 area, that means the ball is now out of play and it has to reset to where it was previously, which means it will run if region ID event equals 47. That's what this did, which you get by going into event commands 3, get location info, set whatever variable you want to change, region ID designated by this time ball. And so if it equals 47, it flashes screen, and then it sets it to the event X and Y, which we set all the way at the tippity top before we had the chance to hit shoot. It is very important it comes before, because otherwise it's just going to loop, putting it back out in the out of bounds area. If it doesn't equal 47, or 27, which is the whole, you're trying to get it to equal 27. So when it equals 27, you made it in /v71, which is the, here, stroke is 71. So you made it in variable 71 strokes. And then that ends the game. Otherwise, it jumps you to level choice, which brings you back here, and it just repeats, so on and so forth. So actually, let me show you what happens when you hit it out of bounds, because I did not show you that. Let's see. Let's go north. Perfect. Oh. 5 and shoot. And see how it flashed and brought me back to where we were. You can have it say something. You could have like a "oh" sound effect play, whatever you want. But that is the basics of golf in rpgmaker. So next, we are going to do whack-a-mole. This one I had fun with. It was interesting trying to figure out how to make this work. I am an nincompoop. Hold on a sec. There we go. All right. So you see he's there. He's there. He's popping up all over the place, right? This is actually challenging. So let me show you what happens when I miss. My score goes down. When I hit, it goes up by 10. When I miss, it goes down by 10. I have it set to a pretty slow movement speed. This is adjustable, the rate at which it appears. But yeah, I'll stop playing and I'll show you how this works. So I'm going to start with here because these 3 are just repeats with a slight variable change in them. So if mole1 equals on, so that means that the little dragon's appearing in there. And this is all triggered by an action button. So if you click it and mole1 is on, the count increases by 10, it plays the sound effect, and it turns mole1 off. Otherwise, it plays, this is what I selected for the error sound because I found it to be the least obtrusive. If your count, which is what's set up here, equals 0 or less than 0, then it sets it back to 0 because we don't want to be dealing in negative numbers. Otherwise, it subtracts 10. And this is just the same thing except for it's mole2 and mole3. Pretty basic for those. These guys literally are set to appear on mole1, 2, and 3 with a custom move route. If you leave jump at 0, 0, it just jumps in place. So just have them jump and wait 1 frame, and I have it on slower and normal for its appearance route. This is what really runs most of the event. So I'm going to actually skip that and come up to these because I forgot they were up there. This is how I show the ever-changing score up here. So first, this is just the text that shows score. I am using a built-in plugin, the text picture plugin. Recently discovered it, and it is now my new favorite thing to use. So use plugin command, which is on page 3 under advanced plugin command. Then text picture, set text picture, you type in the text you want it to show. Then you show a picture, but you don't put anything in the image. You dictate where you want it to go. And then I erase event for this one. I have it set to parallel. This just has to run once because this is only displaying the text that literally says score. This one, however, is displaying the actual score, so I have to have it loop. So that's why there's the looping labels here. Here, I'm actually using /v66 because this plugin supports that syntax, unlike the script that I did earlier where I had to do $game.variable. So it's just /v and then whatever number you assigned your score to, which in case my variable number I assigned it to is 66. Then again, show a blank picture. Make sure the picture number here is different than the picture number you used for the other one. And then I wait 1 frame and jump, and so every 1 frame it is updating the score based on what my score I got down here is. Simple enough. This is the actual event that is set to parallel. It's testing to see where the mole appears. So first, looping labels, and then a control variable. I have it set 1, 2, and 3. You could do it however many moles you have. It could be 0 through 5, 1 through 6, etc., however the heck you want to do it. If mole1 equals on, sorry, I read that wrong. That's on me. I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm setting mole to random 1 through 3. So if mole equals 1, then I turn mole1 on. I wait 100 frames, then I turn mole1 off. Then if mole equals 2, turn mole2 on, wait 100, so on and so forth. Down here, I have it set to wait 20 frames, which is the delay you were seeing in between the dragons popping on the screen. You can make this shorter, you can make this longer, you can increase it depending on what difficulty you have it set at, so on and so forth. All of this is very customizable. So let me show you again what is occurring. Okay, you'll see the score up here. This just appeared. And then the event erased itself. So it's just up there forever unchanging. But you see, I'm missing here. Score's not changing. I'm not going into negatives. But when I get one, it goes up to 10, 20, 30, 40. You get the picture. And then it decreases when I miss. And yeah, that is Whac-A-Mole. I feel like I know I said this about, I can't even remember what game it was. I did last that I said this about, but this is one of the ones that I reduced greatly down. I feel like this functions a lot better than my original. And you could have these set to show an animation of like a hammer bopping down on it or whatever you wanted. I just used stuff that I already had in the game, which is for some reason a little mini bomb and a little dragon. But yeah. That is how you do Whac-A-Mole and golf. I hope you all enjoyed, learned something, and if you have any questions or ideas, please leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!